Keep your name out the news, bro.
Yeah. All right. So somebody who keeps his name in the news is Charleston White. Over the weekend, he put out a video of him supposedly being shot at. And I guess he was with some of Jay Prince's people. The backstory is they were trying to get him to apologize. He didn't apologize. He was driving off, and you heard like a pop. And, the guy, I don't know it wasn't a gunshot. Yeah, that was a gunshot. And I was like, my thinking is if they wanted to shoot, they would have shot you right there.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna wait till you pulled off, whatever the case may be. You know how people are. If they want you, they're gonna get you. Well, Jay Prince did respond. He put, never allow a maggot to draw you down to his level. A maggot will always beat you at being a maggot. Eventually, maggots become flies, eating shit, agitating others, spreading contamination into their last days. I live with roaches, rats, and flies most of my life, all trying to eat off my plate. Eventually, the universe rewarded them all. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So all the human rats, roaches, and flies who keep campaigning, eventually, you'll be elected. Congratulations, Jay Principles. How you take that? Nigga. Man, shit. Man. I ain't gonna say it. That's a DT. That's what I'm gonna say.
Man, so let me talk about Charleston White real quick. You bring that type of energy, you ask for that type of energy, you get those type of results. And we've been saying that for years. Like, I don't care how protected you feel like you are. I don't care how popular you are on the internet. I don't care how many guns you display. I don't care how many times you say or threaten to call the police and people know you as this. Eventually, if somebody wants you, they're going to get you. And not all content is good content. Not all content is healthy content. And who are we to say that? You know what I'm saying? We sitting here chilling. That man's making $20,000, $30,000, $30,000 whenever, sitting there doing things. He's probably making hand over fist in money, so he doesn't care about what's being projected out there. It's funny that he was once looked at as somebody that was doing satire work, and this was ultimately something to kind of bring attention to his real cause. And we've clearly seen over the last few years his real cause is to have attention on the fucking internet and make money from having attention on the internet. And like you said, if somebody, and I'm not even going to allege who, if somebody wanted him, if somebody wanted to shoot at him in their city, they could have did it. They could have done it.
Emptied him right there.
He'd have been gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it would have been what it was. Now, Jay Prince, somebody that I have a ton of respect for, always had a ton of respect for. And one of my favorite lines that he always says is, if you campaign it, eventually you're going to get elected. That's so fucking true. Y'all here campaigning for something, eventually you're going to get picked. Now, whether or not you're ready for that, we'll see. But one thing I've given criticism to Jay Prince over the last few years is that I've seen him way too much on the internet. This was a person that's mystique and his aura was bred off of silence.
Yep.
And how he moved was silent. You know what I mean? And there was power behind that. And this internet shit has kind of made even your favorite people kind of go against their grain and run their mouth on the internet. And although he wasn't on there with his face and all that running his mouth on the internet, I'd rather him have said nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing. Let Charleston White do what Charleston White do. Don't be influenced. Don't let him put a battery in your back and make you feel like you have to respond to any fucking thing. Because as poetic and prophetic as that was, clearly you and I both took that the same way.
Yeah, and you feeding the fire. And like you giving a man exactly what he wants. Don't say nothing. Send a message in another way if you're going to do it. But he said he was going to the feds and all of this, and I was in your hood. Again, we already kind of seen, we talked about this years ago, where we see this kind of going. I don't wish it on the brother because I know at the end of the day he's just a character and he's making his money and he has his family and all of that. But when you continue to agitate people, when you continue to muster up or conjure up, I should say, this type of volatile atmosphere around you, don't be surprised when you get exactly what you're asking for. And like you said, sometimes you can run, you can hide. There's always somebody got an eye on you don't see him. Right? I'm driving up and down these different streets, and I see people all the time in tents. I'm like, if I wanted to get somebody, oh my God.
Got you.
I've got you.
Yep.
And that's the same rules for everybody. People can find you if you own property. Like, you can be found if you wanted to be found. So security, they not getting in the way of no shit. You think they're going to take a bullet or something like that for somebody? Hell no.
They ain't bulletproof either.
It ain't bulletproof. They shit to go right through them.
Yep.
So that's why I never kind of agree with that energy of disrespecting. I don't like disrespecting people, period, unless you disrespect me.
Right.
I'm a respectful man. That's how we were brought up.
Yeah.
Yes, no, sir, appreciate it. Unless you come at me with disrespect, you're not going to get disrespect from me.
Nope.
And not to make money, not to be a character. I'm just going to be me.
Yep.
I ain't got it. Like, if I find another way to make money, if that's the way I got to make money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, no. So, yeah, man. I hope it just don't end bad for this brother, man, because that's one of those things where it's like, all right, this happened. Next thing you know, it could be, damn.
What worries me about it, and I don't want to put this energy out here, but I gotta say it, is that this man has talked about people's families. He's talked about people's children. He's talked about deceased people.
Yep.
And now he's starting to slowly introduce people to his family and show his son and show his daughter and show his life. And these people have absolutely nothing to do with the bullshit and the antics that he's putting on, but somebody is going to see that and look at them as a target because they may not be able to hurt you, but let me go hurt one of yours, and then let me go shit on them on the internet because this is exactly what you do.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that happen. That's why I don't put my kids on the internet. That's why I don't display my family, because I don't want anybody's negative energy to try to go and leak into them, because now you're going to see an entirely different animal.
Oh, yeah.
And fuck cameras, fuck internet, and all that. It's totally different.
Yep.
So for him to play, he's playing a very dangerous game for not only himself, but the people that he genuinely cares about. And that's what I don't want to see. You know what I mean? So.
For sure, man. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated on how that goes. I know it happened a few days ago.
Yeah.
But it's still very hot, in the presses. But this is what you see with this man. You'll see like a podcast a week is a fight. A lot of this stuff is staged to keep attention and keep people talking about it. He's doing a good job of it. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
Again, but hopefully we're not talking about him for the last time, one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But we will if it happens, but we don't want to.
Yeah, we definitely. YG.